welcome to BURGH Vivant. I'm Mike Bizzelli, and this is Lonnie the Theater Lady, and we're here to talk about Feeding the Dragon. This is a one-woman show written and performed by Sharon Washington, and it is about her childhood. Now, before we go into it, I just want to say this is the kind of show that's a hard sell, because when I hear it's a one-woman show written and performed by an actor, and it's about their childhood, I'm already like wanting to run the other direction. However, this was thoroughly enjoyable.
Oh, a total exception to the rule of not wanting to see a one-person show. I think
they usually strike me as so self-indulgent, because it's like, oh, here's me and here's my life. But the way she's so charismatic.
She's charismatic. She has so much insight into her life as a child, and so much love for her parents, and her whole depiction of what it was like to live on the top floor of a library in the apartment there was almost magical. And as I was listening, I was picturing myself. It felt so personal. I could see myself as a little girl living up there and playing on the roof as she described it. It just sounded so intriguing.
Well, there was a book I liked as a kid, and it was called The Mixed Up Files of Basil E. Frank Weiler.
Okay.
And in that book, two kids run off to the museum and hide. They're runaways, and they hide in the museum for a while. And it's like, so the idea of living in a museum or a library, it sounds so intriguing and fun.
Yeah, and her story is really an interesting story, too.
And it's not sugar-coated. It's not, it's tough times.
It's very real, and she's very insightful. She has a lot of understanding.
I also think it's because it's so matter-of-fact that it's presented in such a, this happened and this happened, without being overly dramatic.
Yet I feel like the way it was written was almost like prose, and it was very lyrical, the writing itself.
You mean poetry? Prose is regular writing.
Yeah, it was poetic.
Poetic, okay,
and lyrical.
Right.
Yeah, I loved the dialogue that she had. I loved her portrayal of herself and the other characters. And I thought she gives a really gentle treatment to some difficult kind of subjects there.
I wouldn't use the word gentle. Like I said, I think matter of fact, without being sentimental.
Unjudgmental. Maybe that's what I meant.
Unjudgmental might be the word. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because, she has anger issues and then does see the other side of the argument.
And the set, I thought was phenomenal.
Another Tony Fieri,
right? His sets are amazing, and normally we don't mention the lighting, but in this case,
the lighting
Anne
was
Wrightson's
spectacular.
lighting just advanced the story. It contributed to the plot. It was so effective in having us experience the feelings that came with what was happening at that time.
Feeding of the dragon scene.
Yes, that was wonderful, but I think that would be a spoiler if we explained that.
I know. That's why I'm like...
I love the way they revealed that, how that came to be, but it's very clear where this piece got its name, and that becomes clear to you. And I really think that Sharon Washington's spellbinding performance just paints a insightful, sensitive picture of her childhood.
Right. Yes, it was directed by Maria Malif.
Right.
Written and directed by Sharon. Fantastically done. Just a phenomenal piece of work. And
not just the writing, the performance too.
And yes, and I think it's because of Sharon's own charisma and her likability is what really gives this a must-see.
And I feel the audience was totally mesmerized, if you noticed.
Oh yeah, because it's in the Hamburg, and sometimes when you look around the Hamburg, you can see people on the other sides. And in other shows, people are fidgeting and moving. Sometimes there's one guy in a previous show that saw snoring through the whole, because I sat right across from him.
You wouldn't see that in this show.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Nobody's gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, totally mesmerized.
You're mesmerizing. So yes, go see Feeding the Dragon by Sharon Washington
At the City Theater.
Of course, I love libraries, and librarians love me.
Aw, that's sweet. Why do they love you?
I'm an author. I'm actually up there. I'm in the Dewey Decimal System.
I thought you
I'm
had
actually in the Dewey Decimal
because you're so
System.
cute and sweet and lovable that even librarians can't resist. That's what your point was.
You know, it's funny if you write a book and you're in the library, you get a lot of respect from the library.
Well, that makes sense. Well, that's interesting because they don't have a card catalog.
Oh no, I know. It's so nice to see all this set.
I was in the library recently. I said, it was Upper St. Clair Library, and I said, I was looking for other books by the same author, and I said, oh, you know what? Never mind, I'll just go to the card catalog. And she looked at me. She's librarian, like, are you crazy?
Where are the scrolls? Where are the scrolls that I can go pick up the...
Yeah, where's the microfiche?